DaVinci Resolve, great choice. In this video, I'll get you up and running in 10 minutes from A to Z. So obviously open DaVinci Resolve. Here we open a new project, tutorial. DaVinci has autosave on default. You start with media page. Here is a cut page, edit page, fusion page, your color page, Fairlight page, and export page. We will go straight to edit page and we will drop the clips in here. You open your folder, you got your clips, and it will ask you change project frame rate. You click change. Here are your two clips. To start editing, you have to drag these clips into the timeline. Drag and drop. You can zoom in and out of the timeline with this button here, and you can increase the size of these clips and audio waves here. Let's zoom in more. Now here's your viewer. Here's all the media files. Here's your transform settings where you can zoom in and out and position, change cropping, stabilize clips here, and so on. If you click on this gear icon, you can find project settings, timeline resolution here. And usually the only thing that I would change here is proxy media format. I would change to ProRes 422 proxy, and I would choose media resolution to half. Click save. This will speed up your workflow in case you have choppy footage. I would highlight these clips, right click, and I would go here and generate proxy media. You can prefer proxies over here. Now your clips are in proxy. You can press spacebar to play. By the way, this is where you scrub through the clips. You can bring them up to the second layer. You can bring them down. You can trim them by going to the very side of the edge of the clip and trimming them as much as you need. You can see the waveform here. Sometimes you might have to trim a clip to the beginning of the waveform, and then you just drag it to link to the next clip. Okay, there are these two simple tools that are very used. Is blade tool. You go on top of your clip and you just click and you cut instantly. Make sure you go back to arrow when you're finished cutting. So here are your cuts. You can press Command Z to go back. You can also trim a clip, click inside the gap and hit delete, and DaVinci will delete that gap. You can also drag a music file from your folder into the media pool. Here's your music. You can drag it underneath your video. Make it smaller so it's visible. You can zoom out a bit so you see where the beat begins. You can move it under your clip. You can zoom back in. And here, let's listen. Music is too loud. There's a line here, volume line. So you bring down the volume. Usually -20 is decent if you are dealing with voiceover. Beside media pool you have effects panel, and here you can add titles if you wish. You can go to text title here, click it and drag it and drop it above your clip. Make it a bit bigger. Go to the start, click above. Here's your basic title. Make sure you highlight the clip, and over here you can change the name. My name. Here you can change the font and all the rest of the settings. Also, when you start the clip, it begins right away, so it's best to move it a little bit forward. And see these handles here? These are your fade handles at the beginning and at the end. Let's see. See the way title fades in and fades out. It's a much better transition. You can also add transitions between these two clips by going to Video Transitions, and there are lots to choose from. Let's just go with Cross Dissolve. You drag it in between the clips, and you can also change how long it is. Let's see. When you're finished with your edit, you can go to Color page. But before you color, you should disable your proxies. Here are your two clips. Here are your basic color wheels. This is to bring down shadows, to bring up or down your mids, and to bring up or down your highlights. And this offset here will work as your global exposure. So you're bringing everything up or down. Over here, you can enable your scopes. And here's the waveform where you can see the dark parts and the bright parts of your image. So if you're pulling the image up or down, you can see all the scopes are changing. In order to get some contrast into this shot, you need to bring down your lift and you need to bring up your gain. And your footage looks already much better. You can increase a little bit saturation. And there. This shot is almost perfect. You can right click on this screen to grab a still. It will land in here in your gallery, and you can apply the same color correction on your next shot by just taking this still and dropping on the node, or right click on the still and pressing apply grade. So now we have color corrected the footage. We can go to the export tab. Export tab is over here. It's called Deliver. So here you got the two clips. Let's zoom in. You want to export only these two clips. So you go to the end of the clip and you press O. It will say render in out range, which is these two clips. So you name the clip up here. You choose location here. Let's drop it on a desktop. And over here you click on video, video export. I usually change QuickTime to MP4, codec to H.264, timeline resolution, whichever you want. I usually go for 4K. And then here I don't touch anything, and in quality tab I usually press restrict to. For 4K clips I always use 35,000 kbs. And that's about it. Then I press add to render queue, add higher resolution renders. That is because my timeline is still in 1080p. It's asking me if I want to upscale. I can press cancel. I can go back to my timeline. I go to media pool. Here's my timeline. I right click, timeline, timeline settings, and here use project settings. And then here, timeline resolution, you want to add 4K timeline. Press OK, then go back to delivery tab. And now here, you will be allowed to export 4K. You add to render queue and it pops in render queue. Render all, it will render. The way I usually find the clip, left click, reveal in Finder. And it will bring me to that Finder window where I have the clip exported. All right, let's address this issue. once and for all. You remove. Here is our edited clip. I hope you learned something. See you.